We're very excited about this year's team and the purpose that we have as a team and as a program. And we really want to push to be in the top third of our conference in the Summit League. We want to push to literally finish our toughest preseason, I think, in our Division I era. We want to push to finish that with a winning record, and we believe that we can do that. And I'm just very excited for what this team can do, the work they've put in this summer, and where we're at right now. I think that we're in a very good place, and we're coming along very well. I'm very excited also that we have our two outsides back who were injured with torn ACLs last year. So that definitely brings a lot of our firepower and passing back. I know Sydney would be very excited about the passing. Our passing players are back, but we're very excited with the mix of freshmen and returning players that we have and the work that this crew's already put in. One of the things that we really wanted to give and put forth for our players this year was a tough enough schedule that we want our players to believe that they can be on the court with Big Ten and Big 12 and that we can compete at that level. And so, first of all, to play at Iowa State and to be able to play Iowa State as a Big 12 and then two mid-majors in Kent State and New Mexico, we feel that opening weekend will be a great challenge for us. Last year, I think we played Iowa State very strong. This spring, we played them strong. So I feel like we're taking those steps to be on the floor with those teams. New to our preseason schedule this year is the University of Iowa, and I think they've come a long way in the last 4 or 5 years and will pose a big challenge for us. But so have we come a long way in the last 4 or 5 years, and I think that's what we want to do, is we want to prove not just to ourselves but to the top-rated teams that we're moving up in the ranks and that we're prepared to play at this level. For John Cook from the University of Nebraska, for John Cook to call me and to say that he wants to play us and schedule us is a big step in the right direction for our program and for what we want to accomplish. The last time we played Nebraska was my first year as a head coach at UNO. And so it's been a few years since we've played Nebraska, but this is a big step. I know one of the things that really helped Creighton go from a low mid-major Division I volleyball program to a perennial power was the fact that Nebraska was willing to play them early on, and it was an uneven match. And in fact, up until probably this year, it's been an uneven match, as good as Creighton has been. But it's what has brought Creighton along. It's given Creighton validity in the community of Omaha and in the United States, and it's something that will benefit us. So us playing Nebraska is a benefit to our program, but I also feel that us stepping on the floor against Nebraska, we're going to compete. And they may outsize us, they may outjump us, but we're going to compete, and they better be ready for that, as we'll say to anybody.
Well, it was really hard for everyone to be on the same page because everyone was kind of switching and no one really knew if they were going to be able to play, if they weren't. There was no consistency, So this year we really got together as a team and hammered some things out before the season even started, before the summer even started. Said, this is what we want from our program. This is what we want our culture to be. This is how we're going to deal with the hard times of the season. And I think that has gone so far already with everyone really gelling really well. And it's just a totally different vibe this year, and we're all so excited to get started.
For me as a coach last year, and then I'll let Amanda talk. Sorry, you can be formulating. Okay. For me as a coach, the difficulty was I was making decisions game time as to who could be healthy enough. We would be watching them during warm-ups. Could they go? Could they not go? And literally we're having, sometimes 7 people that could play in that match. So it was very difficult for us, and it was just literally a once-in-a-career number of injuries that we had, and hopefully we don't ever have that many again.
Yeah, I would definitely say it was a rebuilding year just because all the injuries that did happen. It left us a little short on the court and also at practice. So at practice, we couldn't get the reps that we could have gotten with if everyone was healthy, which, does transfer over to competition. And that's probably what happened last year.
We just really wanted to go into this season having fun, really trying to bring everyone together, like I said, on the same page, and just having a really solid support system so that everyone trusts each other, everyone can lean on one another when times are hard. And I think that's kind of our biggest focus for us as players, is just playing volleyball, having fun, doing what we do best,
Yeah, I think we're giving them a lot of confidence in their abilities. I know all new players, but they all have great talent. Rose definitely brought in some really good players for us, and they're getting along with us really well and playing really well.
I'm so looking forward to it. I've played against some of those girls, Kelly Hunter, since I was 14 or 15 years old. It's going to be awesome. I'm just so looking forward to the energy of that, and seeing girls that I haven't seen in a while, girls I played club with. It's going to be kind of like a competitive reunion, and I'm looking forward to stepping on the court with them again, even if they are on the opposite side.
By the way, there's still tickets for sale.
Yeah.
554 Mavs.
It's definitely going to be a good competition. We're really looking forward to it. We're trying to get prepared fast. Definitely getting a lot of new skills in and trying to push the bar so we're ready when competition time comes.
We're really focusing on the process of things, like Amanda said, learning some new skills, trying some different things, and so far it's working out really well for us. It's only second day of practice, and we're making some really good strides, and we are just really trying not to focus on the outcomes of the games, rather just going in there and competing at the highest level we possibly can and playing volleyball and having fun with it,
I think the theme that you're seeing with the athletes, and this is something that we've really honed in on with our team, is if we can be process-based versus outcome-based, I think it allows the team to gel, it allows the team to grow consistently, and I believe that it allows them to really see the small successes necessary to have the confidence to go in and play against the bigger opponent and to believe that they belong on that court. And so I see that with every rep that they're taking. It's more about the process than it is about necessarily the outcome, although we all are competitive, and yes, the wins and losses do matter, but we are judging ourselves and our progress this year on our process points, and really enjoying the moment and enjoying every rep, and enjoying a senior season that we want to be in the conference championship. It doesn't change in terms of how many games we're playing. For us, it really impacts the middle of the season and the rhythm of the middle of the season. But I think for us, if you have looked at our schedule, it really helps us.
Yeah.
The travel was going to be crazy for us, going from, I think that weekend we had to go from Brookings to Indianapolis in the same weekend, and then to turn around and have to play a home with South Dakota State and Indianapolis that same weekend. It would have been our 8th Friday, Sunday in a row, and so it really gives them the opportunity to have a little bit of rest in October, which is when we really need it. Well, I think what you're going to find with our team is we're a team. More than I think any time before, we're going to be a very balanced team. One of the questions that Sydney asked me this summer, she goes, "Rose, what's our identity?" And, we had some good discussions of what our identity should be. And as I'm watching practice, what I believe our identity will be a balanced offense with an aggressive defense. And so to do that, you need everybody combined. I'm definitely counting on their leadership and their play as seniors and their experience on the court. But to say I'm going to have one superstar, I don't see that in our program. I see us having a very balanced, high-level program.
Makes me super excited. That hit us super hard at first, but looking back at it, grand scheme of things, it just brought us closer together, Jess Godowski coming in as a freshman and just taking care of it. We had to nurture her. We had to support her, and we're going to have a lot of freshmen on the floor this year, so it's going to be that same kind of feeling in every position. And I think that as long as the upperclassmen can lead by example and kind of take charge and have set a good path to follow for the underclassmen, then we're going to be set. And it's so exciting to know that every person on the team is going to have a role and a job and be able to do that successfully.